これ捨てる？捨てない。ありがとうございます。Good intro. Hello, friends. Jokes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Sammy, and welcome back to another vlog. No, there's no vlog today because today, while we were in Japan, some crazy things happened. And we have to tell you about them because there's no video today, and we figured it would be fun to show you how just a bunch of mistakes all together in one day led to us spending a stupid amount of money and doing a lot of stupid stuff.
Oh my goodness. We embarrassed ourselves so much.
Without further ado, get ready for some very cringy moments in Japan. And I'm sick.
I'm not. I'm so not gonna get sick. So, what happened first in our crazy day?
Well, normally, you wake up on vacation, you relax, everything's good. But since we're staying in a house, like in a Japanese neighborhood, not an Airbnb, not a hotel, we have to deal with all our own garbage. So we had to wake up at 9 a.m. We thought, okay, we have
8 a.m.
Oh, 8 a.m.
Well, we woke up at 7 because you have to take out the trash at 8.
And you have to clean, we had to make our house presentable because we have a friend who was coming over to help us with our garbage. We thought, she's gonna teach us everything. Everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be very educational.
Because Japanese garbage systems, you have to like separate these and from these, and you take only a certain type out on like a certain day of the week, and it's like really complicated, and like there's no sign or anything in our house. We have no idea how to do these things, so we're like, oh no, we know this is very difficult. We're not even gonna try, right? We're just gonna ask for someone to help us. So she came, didn't go inside.
No, she just came and standing in the doorway like,
She was like, okay, so where's your trash? And we're like, I thought you were gonna help us sort that, you know? Like, doesn't it all come out today? She's like, no, just the garbage. And I was like,
it's all garbage.
it's all garbage. All of it's trash. So we figured it out, and
today was just like normal garbage.
It was just like literally she just showed us where to put it on the curb.
We just walked like 20 feet.
We walked
inside
20
town, and then we went back inside and just
She's like, all right, bye. I was like, we could have figured that out. All somebody had to tell us to do was just...
They could have just texted, bring it to the curb down by the shrine.
Yeah.
Thank you. And but like, no, be up 8 a.m. to learn how to take the trash out.
Separate it.
So at that point we were like, oh, we were so tired. We didn't get that much sleep, and we were
really
starting
sick.
to feel kind of sick, yeah.
I can't hear very well out of this ear. It's not a good...
I have so many things wrong with me. So we're at home. The garbage is gone. We're happy about that. The house is clean because we cleaned it in 30 minutes before the lady got here.
Started raining.
It starts raining.
Pouring.
Like,
and
we
we're
did
like...
not think it was gonna rain today, so it starts raining, and we're like...
We were gonna go see cherry blossoms and everything.
Yeah, but we're sitting in the house, and we're like, God, we need to eat breakfast, because we've only been eating konbini food for days, and we wanted a good home-cooked meal.
And there's no like vegetarian or vegan options anywhere, like not really. You know?
In the town we're staying
It's a very small town, and it's just not very poppin'. And so we're like, we'll order delivery. What delivers? There's no Uber Eats, not that delivers to our area for some reason. And so we're like, okay, well, what delivers? McDonald's and Domino's.
Take the latter.
So we're like, okay, we'll do Domino's, go to Japan and crave American food. All right. And so we're like, okay, we can make it vegan because there's like a customized like page. So
we're like, okay, we ordered it.
Yeah. What was it?
No cheese, and then just every vegetable.
All
available.
the veggies. And
we
so
were like, it had no cheese options. So we were like, great, no cheese.
Tomato sauce and tons of veggies. We're like, okay, 25 bucks or something. Awesome.
For a pizza like this big.
The medium is like a small, and the large is like a medium, yeah. And so we're like, okay, medium's fine. It's just 2 people, right? And so we go and you like put in all your address and put in like all of your card information and all that kind of stuff. And we couldn't figure out how to put in our address because Japanese addresses, they're so, you have like a prefecture, you have a a chome, a ku, a freaking like ward,
There's a bunch of numbers.
and it's just really confusing and I have no idea where exactly we are, but we're here. And so I try to put it in, and when I go and I finish like and click order, it's like the complete wrong number. It's like 7777777.
Like, oh my god, we have all the other numbers in our address.
And it was just
So
like
we panic. We're like, where's our pizza gonna go? Well, we didn't pay for it yet, so it's okay if it doesn't show up, but we feel really bad. It's raining, the pizza guy's coming. So we're like, okay, gotta make a phone call. Our first like Japanese phone call of the trip.
And I don't like really making phone calls, and especially in Japanese. I'm just like really anxious. So we're like, okay, we have to call up and say our name and that we got the address wrong. And we got that. We got that on footage.
Yeah, here's a clip of that.
はい、そうですね。ネットでなんか7棒。
It's rough, but we did it.
I need prayer. I'm gonna freak out.
Oh my god, oh my god. Let's take it out to the living room. Oh my god.
I'll put my phone off a side. Awkward silence. And so that was fun. I think we got our point across, but I don't think it got to the delivery guy.
It got probably it got a little bit better to where we were, maybe. But I don't really know how it got so messed up.
We tracked our delivery and we're like, okay, he's like 5 minutes
3 minutes away.
Yeah, so we go outside and we're like waiting on the curb and we watch him go by.
Because we left it, so we spent like 20 minutes typing out in Japanese, like, please wait at the first gate.
Yeah, yeah.
We're foreigners.
We're on top of a hill. We don't speak Nihongo very well.
Because our hill is really steep and like cars have trouble going up it, so we were like, okay, we'll just meet him at the bottom of the hill. It's too much work. We're like really hidden behind like a temple. It's really crazy.
Yeah. And so then we go down and we wait for him and we see him go by on his little motorbike like
we're just like standing there,
we're like
in the rain, like
we're like, what's going on? So we go and we follow him. He's stopped like down the road, and thankfully.
He gets off his bike with the pizza in his hand. He walks away, and we walk up, and I'm like standing at his bike, and we're like,
what do we do?
We see him walking back, and we like step backwards from his bike a little bit, and as he's walking, he's like looking at us,
and I'm just like, Masharu-san? He's like, is it us? And he's like, huh, huh. And I was like, huh, huh. And he's like, ah, and he gets it out, we pay cash, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. It's like, no, we're sorry, we got it wrong.
The only good part about it was that we had exact change for it.
We did, exact change. Even though he did have cash, like, change, but we got it. We were like, bam, look at us. We got it,
we're walking down the road, we're like, yes, yes, yes.
So anyway, so we get home.
And we're very excited for our breakfast.
Like, we did this.
We are so
made it. We delivered a pizza in Japanese in Japan.
It's finally here in front of us on the dining room table.
So hungry, so tired.
We have our Instagram out to show the beautiful pizza. And we open it up.
Moment of truth. Did they make the pizza right?
Oh, that's cheese, isn't it?
That is cheese.
And there's cheese on it!
The one thing we didn't want, it was on. They're like, oh, there's
no way they don't want cheese.
Of course they want cheese. It's a pizza. So we just ended up picking off the cheese and having like marinara sauce bread.
And the vegetables had to go too because that was all mixed in with the cheese. So we paid $25 for a circle of bread with sauce on it.
Yes.
That's for the first money that we wasted today.
Our nutritious meal. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Then, the pizza side. We're like, okay, we're gonna wait for the stores to open. It's early still. We gotta wait for the stores to open and everything around us in our small town.
Because we're trying to find a plunger.
Because fun fact, the night before, we clogged our Japanese toilet.
We clogged our Japanese toilet and we're like, it's a Japanese toilet. It's so smart. It'll probably unclog itself. Well, there's no...
We flush and it just...
And then like moments later, we look in and it's like dry and we're like...
nothing. We're like, oh no. What do
something's
we do?
not right
we
here.
We translated every button on the control panel, seeing if one was like unclogged.
It's like there's they're so smart. Of course they can't clog. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like,
so we're sitting there and it's like still early, so we're waiting for the shops around us.
And
to,
we're like, okay,
open.
we want to use our bathroom too because there's no other bathroom to our knowledge yet at this point. So we try to unclog it with saran wrap. It just
didn't work.
fails so bad.
Did not work on a Japanese toilet.
So then the dollar store opens.
Yep, and finally we go inside. We're like, we just need a plunger. It's like, okay, what's plunger in Japanese? Gemma, can you go up and ask for a plunger? Right? And so we're walking around and we're like looking at the toiletries and we're just like, it would be here. Where is it? We find one.
What? The last one.
The last
We grab it and
plunger.
we're in the freaking store. We're like,
yeah! We're like, yes, yes! And it's just like this little like basic plunger. We're like, oh, it's fine.
It was at a 100 yen store. I should keep in mind, like the cheap of the cheap small town dollar store.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But we were so happy, so we go and we pay, and it was chill. And we get home and we're like, okay,
we get to fix our toilet. Do this ourselves.
We got like some water or like going in there, and we're doing that for like what?
A while.
A long time.
There's toilet water splashing everywhere.
On the floor, it was nasty. We're like, okay.
Flippin' plunger just keeps flipping inside out.
Because it was only like $1.
It was the worst plunger in the world.
When it went down there, it was still stuck there. I had to go and like unstuck it with my hands. I'm like, yum, love that feeling for me. But yeah, it would like invert inside out, and then we're like, well, this doesn't work.
It didn't do a zero thing. Like nothing happened with this plunger that we just were praying to the gods that it would work. So we were so defeated.
Yeah. We were just like, you know what? No, we have plans for today. I mean, maybe Sakura viewing isn't gonna happen today because it started pouring rain.
It was like noon to 1 o'clock at this point.
Yeah, and we're just like, you know what? We have a day. We want to go have it. We're just gonna go to Shinjuku. We're just gonna shop, okay?
We're gonna shop till we drop like we've done every other day. Shopping fix all of our
Yes,
problems.
exactly.
Little did we know.
That we were gonna get basically stuck there in rush hour.
Yeah, so we get there, we're shopping, everything's good.
Yeah.
It's super hot in these shopping malls here.
Oh
even though
my
it's
goodness.
like freezing
They're
outside.
so tall, and like each floor you go up, it just gets hotter and hotter. And like I bundled up. I was like, it's raining.
We had on
it's
like
cold.
2 undershirts, 2 long sleeve shirts, and 2 jackets.
And like a
leggings,
cardigan
shorts.
underneath this.
A lot of layers.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, we're gonna be so warm. And yeah, we were. We like literally, like you were getting dizzy. And
I was like dizzy, I was like
hot.
nauseous, I was like crying and shaking. It was not
You're
good.
like, I need to get out. And we're like, okay, let's get out. But of course, like at this point, we're like, okay, we had Domino's, we need to get real food. So we go stop by, we get real food. It was, I mean, it was still kind of embarrassing because I didn't know how to like separate the food from the tray and the trash.
Away.
They had to separate the trash, and we're like, we didn't learn this today. Our friend was supposed to teach us. Anyway, at this point, we're basically kind of stuck in Shinjuku because we're tired, we're dizzy, we can't get on the train, it's rush hour.
We'll vomit on people on the train if we get it at rush hour because we did it the day before and it was horrible.
It was really bad. We were just like clenching the whole time.
It was so bad. I just closed my eyes and pretend I'm somewhere else. I was like, I'm not in the mood for that today.
We literally could not get on that packed train. So we're like, okay,
let's get a taxi.
it's not that hard to get a taxi in Japan, right?
Look at how many people and cars there are.
Look at it! No. So in Japan, there's an etiquette for everything, and there's an etiquette for Japanese taxis, and that's basically if there's a taxi there, he's not waiting for you. He's waiting for somebody who either called in or what was the other thing? Like they don't talk to people waiting for a taxi.
Like you can't hail a cab in Japan.
I mean, you figured you can, but at least in like this section, like nobody was coming up to us. Maybe just because we're foreigners.
Yeah.
I don't really know. But so we're sitting here, we're trying to download apps, we're trying to call phone numbers.
We called like a phone number, just kept ringing and ringing and ringing.
Never
Meanwhile,
answered.
it's like super cold outside now.
Yeah, we're freezing.
We went from super hot to super cold.
Yeah. We're sitting here, we're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And then we're walking down this road and there's a few taxis by and we're like, okay, well that one has a person in it, that one. So we're just walking down and we see this guy, this old guy with this taxi stopped.
On the side of the road, on the other side of the road from us.
Yeah, and
so
we're
kind
just
of like,
he's
just kind of just like,
he looks at us, he's like, oh no. And I was like, okay.
and then I was like, Okay, let's go. So we cross like
cross.
in between him and two cars because he's like kind of pulling away at this point.
Yeah.
And we like cross over and we're both just on like other sides of the car, just like I'm like Sumimasen.
I was like,
And then he just goes, and he opens it. We're just like,
we sit there and then they show him the address in English on my phone, which I realized
which we've done so many times.
we should have
already.
snapped the Japanese address.
Yeah.
But we try and we're like, okay, this station's okay. Let us off here.
She accidentally says Kawasaki Station. He's like, Kawasaki Station, and we're like,
Oh no, not that station, this station, which is an actual station. And so then we get there. Oh no, we're in the car, blah blah blah. What happened? It was just chill.
It was pretty chill in the
I almost
car.
started falling asleep.
Oh, I totally fell asleep at one point.
It was just
100%.
so like quiet and calming.
Because it was so freaking long.
It was long, it was warm though. It was
nice.
just like,
oh, I was freezing.
really? I was just
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh my gosh, and I had a place to plug my phone because you were like at 1% at this
Yeah.
time. It was like, okay, and our like mobile batteries, like I forgot the cord
Yeah.
for it. I swear to God.
So that's another thing that went wrong. Our phones were dying.
Yeah, yeah.
We were in a taxi.
Yeah.
And we slowly are just seeing the fare go up and up.
and up.
And like when we're standing at a red light, it goes up like a couple dollars and then like a couple more dollars, and we're just like,
Ooh, how much is this gonna be? I don't want it to be like hundreds of dollars.
keep in mind the train ride would have been probably about $5.
Maybe not
even
even
like
that.
$3.
Yeah, exactly.
So we pulls up to our place, and we have to pay this man $75.
Yeah, $75 for a ride back home. Think about it.
Oh, and we tried the Uber app because I know we might get comments saying that. Uber
Yeah.
was $120.
Yeah, exactly. It was even worse. And mind you, it was rush hour, so there was a little bit of traffic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're like, okay, you know what? I was like, at this point, I'm just gonna, yeah, we just gotta bite the bullet because we're not getting on that train, okay? We're worth this.
I've spent more than that at Style Nanda. It's fine.
Fine.
I'm justifying it in every way
We're
possible.
here. Yeah.
So we get home, and we have an email on our dead phone about the toilet, in which we emailed our friend when we left. We were like, okay, we're going into Shinjuku.
Yep.
Let us know what we could do. Plumber? ?
Yep.
So we get this email that tells us, please go ask the nice old lady at the temple for help with your toilet.
And we're like,
Oh, first of all, we didn't even know it was a temple next to us. We thought it was a funeral home.
we saw people wearing all black coming outside of it, and we're like, is that a funeral? Is that like old people home?
And there was like a white professional sign that we couldn't really read because it was a lot of like kanji. So we were like, okay,
yeah.
maybe. And it had like a name that sounded like a funeral.
Sunny Story, Sunny something.
Like Sunny Villas or something
Yeah,
like that.
something
and
like
we
that.
were like, okay, that sounds like somewhere where people live and like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And plus, like, we're kind of in an old folks community, so it could have been
Yeah.
a hospice center or something like that. Nowhere did we think it was a temple.
We had no idea. It was not very temple looking,
No,
honestly.
yeah. So we like get all of our clothes back on, like our warm clothes from just getting home.
Yeah, we go outside, and then we see this very short old Japanese woman come by,
And you'd expect a very old, sweet little Japanese woman to be very like
polite and formal, but she was just basically like, hey, is it you guys?
is it your toilet?
Yeah, she was like, is it your toilet? And just like speaking very informally.
Keep in mind, all in number one, just like Japanese, but complete like slang from like a different area of Japan that we barely
She had a
understand
different
at all.
dialect. She's all like, Komeru-jan. Komeru-jan. I was like, oh, Komaru-jan. It was Komaru-jan. I was like, John? I was like, where are you from? It's not from here. Yeah.
So she's supposed to help us with the plumber. And she shows us at the temple there's a public toilet. Literally, by the way, like 3 feet from our house.
3 feet from our front door, there's a public toilet that we could have used this whole time.
Instead of just being like, let's avoid our problems and go to Shinjuku.
Yeah, exactly. Or instead of just like keep trying to use the toilet when it keeps clogging back up. We're just like, it's fine, it'll fix itself. It's a Japanese toilet. So she literally shows us these public restrooms and she's like, all right, this is how you turn on the light. all right, you go in there, right? You wash your hands, you turn it off. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. And then she leaves.
She's just
and we're like,
bye. And we're just like,
our toilet's still clogged. Are you gonna help us or not?
because like we were under the impression that she was gonna help us like get the plumbers here. So we go inside and we call our friend again. And he's like, oh yeah, she's supposed to help you. We're like, oh.
We're like, what's going on? Why can't we just like order this plumber ourselves? And he's like, oh no, you're supposed to have 3 people with you accompanying you because it's a stranger and they're
Even though
male
she,
or
like,
something.
left halfway through.
She left, she was just all like, all right, bye. And I'm like, excuse me.
Johnny.
Johnny! I was like, I've never been told Johnny before this whole trip. And so then we call our friend. He's like, I'll just call the plumber for you guys. I'll let you know when they're coming. And I was like, okay,
Oh,
sweet. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have her help you. So just don't worry, just wait. And so then we get another call from him. He's like, all right, they'll be there in 10 minutes and she's also coming to your house. And we're like, okay, well, let's make this look presentable because we're Americans and our shoes are everywhere and our bags are everywhere.
Oh god.
But they show up. They were so nice.
The nicest people we've talked to all trip so far. They were so cool.
So sweet and nice, and they were just being like all like cool. And so she's over there explaining the problem. And we're just kind of going mostly Japanese, but like very like simple Japanese, and they're talking and they're discussing prices, and we're just kind of looking at each other
We're like calculating the prices in our brain, like that meme with all the math.
Yeah,
over it,
exactly. We're just like, how much is this gonna be? They go in and they start plunging, and they're just like, "Nande kore?" And we're like, oh no! I was like, what's going on? What the heck? He looked at me and he's like asking. He's like, how much toilet paper do you use? Did you throw anything inside?
And
we're
he
like,
pulls a lighter out of his pocket.
He's like, steru? And so we're like, what? They're like, I don't know why this is happening. But basically, they're plunging it. They get more tools from the car.
It's making hellacious noises.
Yes! Oh my goodness, and it's like spraying up on them, and it's so nasty. And they're just like going at it, and finally, like, I don't know how long, like a half an hour, I don't know, somewhere around there, they're like, okay, it's good.
And we just hear like a
we're like, oh, that sounds familiar. And so we're like, okay. They're like, oh, ii desu. And I was like, okay, it's good, that's good. How much is it? And we're calculating it, and it's like $250. And we're like, you know,
like, do you take card?
They're like, yeah. And then they had to go get their card machine and they came back, but it was super sweet because they're like, where are you from? Are you here for school? Have you seen Sakura yet?
They said we were exchange students, and then when we told him we weren't, he realized, oh, we're adult people.
Oh, we're real.
We're not in high school.
Adults. He's like, oh, you guys should drink beer under the Sakura. And we're like, yeah, totally.
Oh my god, and then like he's leaving and he has to, like, he's trying to explain to us in Japanese like how to use the toilet.
Right, because we were using it wrong. Like you know, in America, you just do all of your business no matter how big, you flush it, it works. Well, in this case, he was showing us flush. You have to, like, if you have a big poo, you gotta break it up into little poos because
he was shaking his hand and being like, and like the water, bidet.
Yeah. No.
He's like, no toilet paper, bidet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
He was laughing too. It was really funny.
We were all laughing.
It was so good. It was really hilarious. But we got the gist. We know better now. Don't really use toilet paper in a Japanese toilet unless you really have to.
Yeah.
You really have to.
If you do, just use
one square.
They might be really fancy, but they're not like airplane toilets or American toilets that are super powerful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They kind of suck. At least where we are.
Yeah, we're a small town. It might be different other places.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is that our day?
That is our entire day. Keep in mind,
that's one day.
This is one day where all of this happened.
I can't believe, like, oh my goodness. It literally feels like this happened in the course of like
a week.
Yeah, a week. Yeah. But that was basically our crazy day.
That is how we made the biggest mistake.
The worst mistake ever in Japan that you could ever possibly do. We did them all.
We did them all.
We did every single mistake.
We got stuck out during rush hour. We messed up our address. We messed up our Japanese so many times today.
Showed them English address. Clogged our toilet.
Clogged our toilet. Like all of our shoes were just piled in the front area.
And all that kind of stuff. It was
we didn't take the wrappers off our bottles and the lids. They were just in the garbage.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
but you know, just don't be like us and you'll have a better time staying in your home in Japan. Or you can just stay at a hotel.
Stay at a hotel or an Airbnb.
And then just make it a lot easier on yourself.
4-bedroom house. Okay, like 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom house.
We're like, where's our other bathroom? We go upstairs, there's no other bathroom here. What the heck?
Has a lot of upkeep for 2 foreigners. Very, very difficult. Our bathroom smells like broccoli for no reason.
It smells so much like broccoli. Why does Japan smell like broccoli?
You can tell we've only been here at the time of filming this for 4 days. We're very confused, but we're working through it.
We're working through it. I'm feeling kind of accomplished. We accomplished a lot of things, and tomorrow I have an ear cleaning appointment.
Which is another thing we're gonna have to get through.
Yes. Luckily I know like enough that like I get the gist of most things, but still sometimes you can't really communicate even if I understand. I don't know what to say back most of the time. But we're trying our best. I feel kind of accomplished. I feel like
I couldn't even hire a plumber successfully and do it perfectly in America, so.
Absolutely true. I don't even know what they do.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it. If you liked this, subscribe.
We hope you can learn from our mistakes.
Please do.
If you like to hear our failures, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you weren't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. If you were subscribed already and have not yet, click the bell below to turn on my or Gemma's, if you're on her channel, notification so you can be notified when I post. You can enjoy my content, join the party. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video, probably a Japan vlog. Bye.